Let's take a look at lesson 4.4 on possessive pronouns. Remember, pronouns are words that rename a subject noun. For example, my renames I. Your renames you. And so on. His, her, its, our, their. We use possessive pronouns. These are possessive adjectives, and these are possessive pronouns. My becomes mine. We use possessive pronouns, these words, to avoid repetition or repeating a noun. Compare possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. Here's our possessive adjectives. They are possessive adjectives because they rename a noun or they describe a noun. These are possessive pronouns because they give possession to the subject noun or the the subject noun, subject pronoun. Let's look at an example here. We had our wedding in a church. They had theirs in a garden. Theirs equals their wedding. So instead of saying, we had our wedding in a church and they had their wedding in a garden, we say, we had our wedding in a church, they had theirs in a garden. Okay, so let's look at number 2. Her dress is white. Mine is blue. Here we're avoiding the repetition of the word dress. So we're avoiding repetition of a noun. Her dress is white, mine is blue. What is mine? That means mine, my dress, right? So instead of saying her dress is white, my dress is blue, we just say mine is blue. This is all part of good writing, because one thing that you want to avoid when you write is lots of repetition. And this is one way to avoid repetition, avoiding repetition of a noun by using a possessive pronoun. Let's look at the third example. Their wedding was big. Now, instead of saying our wedding, we just say ours. Their wedding was big, ours was small. Okay, we avoided repetition. Instead of saying their wedding was big, our wedding was small, we say their wedding was big, ours was small. How about his day was good, my day was bad? That's very repetitious. So instead, we would say his day was good, mine was bad. Okay? The groom's parents look happy. The bride's do too. Instead of the bride's parents do too, we just say the bride's do too. Notice that the apostrophe S means possession, right? The bride possesses or owns or belongs to her parents, just as the groom belongs to his parents. But we don't want to say parents again. You can say that. It's okay. It's permissible. But again, part of good writing is avoiding lots of repetition. So, the groom's parents look happy. The bride's do too. So after a possessive noun, we can take away or omit. Omit means to take away. We can omit after a possessive noun the noun to avoid repetition. For the exercise for this lesson, exercise 6, you're supposed to circle the correct words to complete the conversation. Here's our example. I heard your brother got married last month. How was the wedding? Was it anything like your wedding? I remember yours very well. Instead of saying, I remember your wedding very well, we say, I remember yours. What is yours? Yours is a possessive pronoun, yours. Let's look at B. Is it my or mine? Blank wedding was very different from blank. What would this be? Yes, my. My wedding was very different from my, would it be brother or brothers? Yeah, it would be brothers, because this is a possessive saying that my brother also had a wedding. And the wedding was possessed or owned by him. Okay? So my wedding was very different from my brother's, like saying my brother's wedding, right? Okay? Good luck with that. Don't worry about doing exercise 7 because we don't have a partner right now to discuss. Good luck.